Oh. No. No. Oh. Right. Right. Oh. Yes, that's more like it. Well, that looks like a well-cooked pie. Got a nice bit of rise on it, or at least it has there. Not so much there. That might be when I was taking the lid off and I kind of bending it because it was stuck on, so it packed one side down. So that's probably why that side hasn't risen, because I've probably squashed it. I'm not quite sure how to get in to eat this, to be honest. It's I'll just go around the edge and sort of detach it from the tin. And normally you would obviously dish this up. You wouldn't eat it straight out of the tin, but there's something quite nice about eating it out of the tin. And also, if I took it out of the tin, I'd probably just ruin it. At least it still looks like a pie. It gives you an idea of how much it's risen as well. If we lift the lid up, you can see, look at that raw pastry underneath. Oh, that's how I remember them from my childhood. You used to have a crispy top, and then you'd have all this gooey, doughy, beefy pastry underneath. That used to be my favourite bit when I was a little kid. I don't know if that really is now. I'm not quite sure exactly how I'm going to eat this, especially with just a fork. I'm wondering whether to... No, we'll carry on. So, there we go. I'm going to do it like this. Oh. It's hard without a knife, I tell you. It's really bloody hard without a knife to get in this. I think that's it. I think we're there. There we go. Look, a bit of hard pastry, bit of soft, soggy, flappy pastry, a bit of beef flavour. That's everything. It looks so flipping hot. I might have to blow on it a bit. Fuck. I feel like I'm 12 again, and I'm at my nan's and I'm sitting on my own in her dining room and I'm eating half a Fray Bentos steak and kidney pie. I know this one isn't Fray Bentos, but it's the same idea. I might have to do a Fray Bentos one. Maybe I should do a Fray Bentos shootout. You know, sort of have this next to a Fray Bentos and see which one tastes better. That pastry, there's a crispiness to the top of the pastry. The pastry underneath is all soggy, which should be disgusting, but actually it's just bloody lovely. And the beefy gravy is just like a nice amount of beefiness. I'm actually going to try, there wasn't actually any proper lump of meat in it. It was just like gravy and shreddedness. So I'm going to grab, this looks like a bit of a lump. Let's try this. Again, it's just nuclear hot. I'll be honest, it tastes like very cheap cuts of steak. Very cheap. But the way it's been cooked, obviously it's partially cooked in the factory, I'm guessing. It's so soft, it just melts in your mouth. There's no like gristle or any toughness to it. It kind of works in a way. It's fine as it is. Let's get a bit of like super soft, squidgy pastry. It's just like I remember it. Just like a beef flavoured, almost like a jelly. I don't know, not a jelly, that's the wrong word. But it's kind of... I can't describe it without it sounding absolutely revolting. But if you eat it, you will get what I mean and you will go, yes, you're right, Phil. It's absolutely bloody delicious. It's just kind of sort of like a beefy kind of pastry flavoured mush. But it is good for it. Let's just check this bit that hasn't risen. See what that's like. See, that's kind of... See, I think it is just a case, it just got compacted down. And I don't think it's any different. There's a soft bit. Look how soft and flappy it is. That should not be appetising, yet it so is. Delicious. Right, let's go for another crispy bit. Oh, the whole lot's come off. I mean, look at that. That is not in any way what you want to see before you if you're eating something like that. I mean, that just looks... Ugh. I suppose it's... It's like puff pastry, but it's almost like phyllo. It's so delicate and so many layers. It's soft underneath. The beef flavour really feels like it's permeated through the pastry. It's so good. So good. Let's have a little look through. See if we can find a bit more meat. I must admit, so far, the meat has been slightly lacking. There's a piece. That, if I'm totally honest with you, let's put it in the focusing square. There we go. That is not the most appetising piece of meat I've ever seen, but still. You can taste, you can definitely, it wasn't just a fluke. You can definitely taste it's like properly cheap cuts, but it's cooked in a way that it's just sort of falling apart. It's that kind of, a bit like how a lot of people now, it's really trendy to have cheap cuts like oxtail and all that sort of thing. And, you know, it's just in the way you cook it. If you cook it right, it will still taste good. And this is cooked right, but you can still tell it's like properly just sort of cheap. It's not, you know, they obviously clearly haven't gone and chopped up some sirloin and thrown it in, have they? You know, it is sort of, I don't know, it probably is an oxtail. I was going to say I've checked the ingredients, but I'm not lifting that pot up because it would burn my hands off. But yeah, it's so good. I'm just trying to find a piece. Just to check, I did buy steak and kidney. I'm just trying to find a piece of kidney. I haven't really noticed any. Kidney's quite a unique flavour, really. I should be able to find some somewhere. I think that might be a bit there. Is that a bit? Or was that a bit steak? So much gravy on it. Well, let's throw it in the mouth anyway and see what it's like. Nope. No, a bit of steak. Yes, lacking in the kidney side of things. It's quite hard to see without eating all the bloody pastry. Let's, I'll tell you what, let's just make this a little bit easier. If I can, I'm making a right dog's dinner of this, aren't I? I'm just going to take this lump of pastry. Oh, hang on, it's going to go, there we go. Look at that. I'm just going to get all of that delicious pastry in my mouth. So good. So good. And this piece of delicious pastry. Just fantastic. There we go, a lump of meat. Is it kidney? Is it steak? Let's find out. Bloody steak, innit? God, must be a bit of kidney in here somewhere. Bit of soggy pastry. There's got to be some kidney in here. Oh, was that... Oh, it's all getting mixed up now. I mean, I'll be honest, if you're still watching, I know it looks revolting, but just close your eyes and take in the flavour. It is really genuinely, I find it delicious. Or it could just be nostalgia for a forgotten time of when I was a child and things didn't seem so weird. It's going to drip everywhere, isn't it? Ready? Pastry and steak. Pastry and steak. Steak. I think it's just a lump of gravy. There's something in there. Steak. I mean, to be fair, that's good because steak's more expensive than kidney, surely. So it's those they've put their money in. But just if it says steak and kidney, I'd like to taste a bit of kidney. I mean, the gravy's got a kidney flavour. Yeah, it tastes like a steak and kidney pie when you taste the gravy. It tastes different to like just a steak pie or a steak and onion, but I'm not finding any actual pieces of kidney. I'm going to keep going until I find it or till I finish it. Just pastry. That's a big lump. It's going to come off. It's going to come off. Come on. Stay on, stay on, stay on. Right, ready, and... That is a huge piece of pastry. Now that's going to be a bit of steak. Yeah. I think that's about it. I don't think there's anything else really in here. There's a bit there. What's that? It's pastry as well, isn't it? Right, that's pretty much eaten now. I mean, there's a bit of gravy and a little bit of residue left, but overall that's pretty much done. There are two possibilities with what's happened there. Either there is no kidney in it, or I don't know the difference between steak and kidney, and I've been eating steak and kidney at the same time and not realising that I'm eating steak and then kidney. Am I thinking of liver when I think of the flavour of kidney? I don't know. Anyway, as you can see, it's pretty much finished there. I'm going to leave it there. That was delicious. If you are stuck in a bind and you've got an oven, I know it's not a proper ready meal. I know you can't put it in the microwave and it doesn't take... It takes 25 minutes, which isn't too bad because a lot of the things I do on the oven on this channel tend to take about 3/4 of an hour. So 25 minutes is, I suppose, if you've got home from work and you want this, you can throw it in the oven, go off, have a shower. When by the time you've come down, it's probably going to have only a few minutes left. So it's not the be all and end all to have something in 4 minutes if you can sort of organise yourselves to get around that. But I have to say, on the face of it, based on tonight, I think that was absolutely delicious. I like that. If you see it in the shops, I think there's only £1 as well. It was on a special offer when I got it. They're about £1. I think they're normally about £1.50 or maybe a couple of quid. It's one of those types of food that's so bad it's good. You know, it doesn't look great, especially when you first open the tin or when you peel the crispy lid off and you see the raw pastry underneath. But it just tastes so nice. It's proper warming comfort food, and it's perfect when you've got in from work and you're freezing cold and you just want to sit down and eat something that, to be fair, would never ever make it into a Nigella Lawson cookbook. If you see it, buy it. Thank you very much for watching. Please comment, like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.